everyone's time is super important and it's great for you to see you here. I know that everyone put a lot of effort in the activities in PES, so it's great to have everyone here. Super great leaders and advisors that are connecting right now. It's a great honor to have you. I know that being an advisor, it's like extra work, but it's really worth it. Being in IEEE, sometimes people consider it as extra work, but I consider it like a good way to invest your time because like working in a volunteerism is like so grateful. It's one action that everyone makes, and you get a lot. You get to meet a lot of people, great people. For example, in my case, I have met Moira, I've met Tiago, I have met Santiago because of volunteerism. That they are great leaders, and it's like one of the best things one of the best decisions I've ever made. And it's great to organize and to be part of this. Well, but I haven't introduced myself. My name is Emilio Vargas. I'm from Mexico, Mexico City. Uh, and right now, I'm the chair of the IEEE PES Students and Young Professional Committee this year, 2025. And it's a great honor to have everyone here. We've been working on some initiatives. This year, the committee is so dedicated, and they are making a lot of activities, and I'm really proud about it. And this initiative, well, it was the idea, had it. Amanda, that is right now the past chair of the committee. She has this idea, and we like with her help, we just created and we just managed to make this training because it's super important. Sometimes advisors are like just there, they're just like singing everything and just like in the expectation of what to do. But we think that the work from the advisors is super important. The support from a really good advisor is one of the most important things that you can have on your student branch chapter. Your advisor can help you because they have experience, advisor has experience, and also the advisors can help you to communicate throughout the professional and the research world. So that's why we're worried about our student branch chapter, so that their advisors have the tools and they know IEEE, because sometimes it's like, okay, I have bought my membership, what else? So that's the most important thing, that the advisors know what else can they do with their membership. I have been working in IEEE PS UPITA since I was uh, 18 years old. Right now I'm 23, and we have been with all of advisors, a lot of advisors, and we just managed to work with them really great there in PS UPITA. But sometimes the advisors come to me or come to Santiago or come to other persons, and they are asking, so what should I do? Like, I don't know what to do as an advisor, or what are the benefits of having the IEEE membership. And so we really help them. And they also have a path in IEEE. They can make the path in IEEE. That's the most important reason to have the membership. So basically, we are here reunited to talk about this. This is going to be a three-session training that is going to be also recorded, and in the committee, it's going to be also in our social media. We are going to post this training. So this training is for everyone that is interested of having all the information. It's super great, because we are giving the tools for everyone, so everyone can just watch and meet great persons like Juan Carlos, or also Guadalupe, Thiago, of course. And it's super great. Like, it's been an honor. It's also for me. I know that I'm a little bit young to be a chair of the committee, but like it's super great to work with you all guys, and well, my super team that is always supporting me. But talking about advisors plays an important role, not only like helping your student branch, but also helping you personally. I have one example, Mario Fidel, that was the advisor from IEEE OPITA when I was the vice chair. We met and we are super great friends, and he always supports me. Right now, he's in Barcelona, And we continued talking, and he told me like, if you want to make some research with me, it will be okay. So that's the main reason. Also for IEEE networking. Networking is super important, and that also helped with our advisors because he hasn't gave me classes. He was only the advisor of the IEEE PES PETA chapter, but like I only met him because he was the advisor, and now he's a great friend of mine. So that's the most important thing, networking. And networking with a lot of people, it's super great. Also, well, yes, continuing with the path and with the help that an advisor can give you, it's also the responsibility of being an advisor because sometimes it's like, okay, I'm gonna be the advisor and then what? But you are the face throughout IEEE, throughout all the responsibilities and throughout all the members from from your student branch chapter. So it's great. It's a great, I think it's an honor to be an advisor. Well, I don't think, I know that it's an honor to be an advisor and it's a great responsibility. So that's why in this training, we're talking about all the responsibilities and you're meeting great people, great leaders and representatives throughout the Region 9. And well, just I want to mention and just about to finish that this is the first advisors training PS and well, I think IEEE is having, and it's a pilot because if this training goes well, they're gonna make it worldwidely, and I think it's super important because Region 9 is having this the honor to make it first, and we need to prove that we make things really great in Region 9. And I know we make things really great because we are super great working and delivering projects and tasks. So thank you everyone here for being connected. I know that it's gonna be a great journey. And if you have any questions, please just leave it in the chat box. Also, if you want the presentations, we are gonna upload it and we're gonna give it to you throughout your Gmail, well, your IEEE mail. So thank you for being here. Just to remember, my name is Emilio, and this is my team working. It's great. I'm so excited. Thank you, Tiago.
Thank you. Thank you for the amazing event and for the invitation. I'm very pleased to be here with you today here in this amazing events. I believe it's very important we have this kind of a meeting because I was advisor a few years ago too, and it's very complicated to make the bridge between the student chapter activities, the universities, and the professional life too, and make this good balance. But I believe based on the presentation that I prepare here, maybe you can take a look about overview and opportunities to enhance the visibility of your PES activities, your university, and expand the impact that you as advisor can make and guide the future leaders of PES, IEEE, and energy sector too. So I'm very happy to be here with you. I don't know if it's my time now to make a presentation. Yes?
No, I think it's Guadalupe, but I
Okay.
really appreciate. I really want you to have a word because I know that you're a great leader, and it was super great to compliment my words. So thank you for being here connected. And well, Guadalupe, we give you the spot. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Hello, thank you, Emilio, Moira, and all the team. Tiago, thank you for the introduction words. I'm also very happy to be here. I'm gonna shut down my camera just because my internet is it's not that fast tonight. And I'm gonna share a presentation. I was told to talk about the IEEE configuration in general and PES. So I hope not to double information with the rest of the participants. Let me see. Please let me know if you see my presentation.
Yeah, we can see it right now.
Easier.
Perfect. And please stop me whenever I need to stop. And if you have question as well, because I cannot see you, I'm going to be just looking at the presentation. So as I was told, the purpose of this presentation being a seminar for new young professionals being part of IEEE, what I can tell you is like to kind of agree with the words that Emilio just said. This is a very important organization, and it's great to be part of this organization. I have 20 years being member and a volunteer, and I cannot be more proud of it, and I cannot be more grateful of it, because I'm sure that I won't have the life that I've lived without IEEE, because in IEEE I've made friends, I've made family, I've met very, very important people that have been important part of my professional growth and my personal growth. So if we are here, it's because we have similar values, because we have similar objectives in life, I will say. So I'm sure that now that you are going to start in this path, being a volunteer and knowing the people that you already have met, I'm sure that you're going to find that my words resonate with you. And the important aspect is that this is not a new organization. IEEE has around 140 years being in, advancing technology for the humanity. And this is not just a slogan. It's not just a slogan for us. I really believe that we are doing so from all the aspects of engineering, not only from PES, which is the Power and Energy Society, but in every aspect of engineering that you can think of. When you use your cell phone, when you use your TV, when you use your vehicle, in every aspect, an IEEE professional has been, working on it. And it has been since that time, since we have Tesla, since we have these great scientists that have put their fingerprints in history. Well, they are part of IEEE, and now you are also part of IEEE. So I'm sure that you and me and all of the people that are here, we are putting ourselves in history, providing our knowledge, providing our capacity to help one another, and as our slogan say, advancing technology for the humanity. So as you can see, and I'm sure IEEE have been here 140 years, and we will have 140 more and more. So yeah, so the future that is expecting us is gonna be great. We have a great community around the world. We have more than 486,000 people, members, from young professionals, from students to professional members that are part of this organization. We are continuously collaborating, continuously learning from one another. And I think that's the principal aspect of IEEE, the collaboration and the people. And that's something that I kind of gather immediately, because it's the relationship that makes us stronger. It's a relationship that help us being better professionals. We could have, a publication, we could have magazines, we could have the best ideas, but if we cannot share with other people, the knowledge just got stopped there, and that doesn't make it like at the end of what we can actually achieve. And with IEEE and with all this network that we have in around 347 sections geographically around the world, with more than 2,000 chapters, with more than 360,000 student branches all over the world, this is what make IEEE what it is right now. The organization with most information, with the collaboration, and with the vibration that we have. And I think that's something that make us um, very proud, and now even more because we are not only focused on technology, but we are also focusing on the people. As an organization, IEEE is working to be more diverse, to have equity and inclusion as an organization as well, and I think that's important also to mention it. IEEE, just to guide you a little bit on how is the structure of it. IEEE works. I've always said it in two aspects. Like the administration part of IEEE and the technical aspect of IEEE. And that technical aspect is comprised in their societies, in their communities, in their group of affinities, and the administration part, which is kind of the legal part of IEEE in each country, is we can find it in our sections. Every country has one or more section that represent legally IEEE in our countries. And furthermore, we have councils, we work by region as well. So that we don't not only work as a single country, but we can also work with the community of different countries per region and with the other regions. So this is why I explained that this is a worldwide institution, because we are always trying to collaborate among the societies and the sections as well. So furthermore, IEEE provides a lot of benefits to their members. We have not only the technical aspect of it, but it also provides with help if for students if they need to travel. They provide assistance in various aspects, and all that information you can find it in the IEEE website. And well, the main aspect of IEEE, for sure, the membership, is the information that we can have access. And depending on which society you are part of, then you will have access to the information that that society provides. And that information is nothing else that, the work that all of their members develop, and they publish it and share it through the conferences or through the magazines or through the transactions which are also technical magazines where we can share our work. And is the one of the ways that we do it, because in that way we provide information and is peer review. All the papers that are published through the magazines and that participate in conferences are peer review, so we know that are have a good material in it, and is the value of sharing that information. We develop thousands of conferences during the year, and as a member you can have access with discounts, or you can be a volunteer if the conference is developed in your country, or if you participate and you tell the organizer that you want to be a volunteer. For sure you can be also a part of it. And one of the main activities that one as a volunteer does is pretty much that. We are the ones that organize all the activities for our chapters, for our sections, and for the region, now that we are have the capability of doing webinars virtually. That has opened a lot of share of information worldwide. And one of those societies that I was mentioned that IEEE has in their technical side is the IEEE Power and Energy Society, which is the society that is organizing this event today for the students and for the young professionals. And this is a society that is always between the first and second largest society of IEEE, because we have a lot of power and energy engineers in the world that provide, their knowledge into advancing the profession. This is a large forum that we share the developments in technology on the electric power industry. We develop standards, we develop a material, technical material than then the other professionals use. And it's always a state of the art, or we recollect information that is always important and relevant for our members and the industry by itself. So I can tell you that this is a society to be if you are in the power and energy sector. We also work with other societies of IEEE, because now with the advancing of the profession, it has been using more technical aspects from other areas. Now we are a multidisciplinary um, profession. We need to collaborate, for instance, with power and electronic society, with industry application society, with communication society, with computer society, and this is something that evolves. It's not always only with a fixed society, and it depends on how the evolution of the technologies goes. And in that sense, we have members that have multiple memberships in different societies, and it's because of this, because we need all this information in order to advance our research and our studies and our professional development. Besides this, we can also be part of communities, where communities are organized by topics, and they are also created depending on common topic of interest. For instance, we have the IEEE Smart Cities community, the Smart Grid, the Smart Village, where there are not only PES members, there are people from the different societies that are interested in this specific topic, and they gather together and work on advancing these technical topics. Furthermore, we are also participate and work with other institutions or organizations, excuse me, not only from the US, but also from Europe, from China. I mean, and we in this way we consolidate our knowledge in the power and energy sector. IEEE and specifically IEEE PS always works with a strategic plan. Every institution that is a serious institution should do so. And we have our mission, our objectives, but we also have the strategic direction. Here I'm showing the one from 2021 to 2025. Next year, for sure, with our new president, we're going to have the new strategic plan for the next 4 years. But basically, what we do in the IEEE PS society is that we are always looking for ways to engage our members and give them value for their membership. That's the important part. And some members would find that value being a volunteer and developing the social relationships and the professional relationships with other members. Plus, they could also find a membership through the conferences and meetings, and also they can do it through publications, through education, and the technical activities that the society does. So there are different ways in order to do so. And what it's important is always trying to find, novel ways in order to engage these members. And here is where the volunteer is so important, because not one person can have all the ideas. And we, as different volunteers from different countries with different age backgrounds, we are the ones that came up with these ideas and put it in the reality and keep a vibrant society. And we've just seen it with the IEEE PES Day, where here we have several of the organizers, not only from Region 9, but from all regions. And it has been a success. And this is thanks to their ideas on how to put these type of activities together. And this happens with this and with pretty much all the activities that we do in the IEEE PES Society. So we are similar as IEEE. We are all over the world. We are in the 10 regions, and we have student branches. We have the professional chapters in all the regions, and we have members from all the types, from students to the fellow grade, which are the most experienced members, just to say it in some way. And we collaborate among ages as well. For us, it's very important to have that mentorship as this activity is, like to pass our knowledge, and not only in the technical or professional aspects, but also on how to run IEEE, on how to run IEEE PS, because at the end it's also an organization and it has rules, it has you know a policy that we have to follow. It has a framework, regulation, and well, the experience that we can pass to the youngest is always very good, and vice versa. The learn that we can have or gather from the young people is also very important. So in IEEE, we have this type of membership, from student, affiliate member, associate member, senior member, fellow member, and life member. And well, the student member, you can have this membership just by being a student. It has its own benefits as well. They pay less quantity per membership yearly, and they can have access to as well all the information that we provide in PES with that benefit. If you are a member, then you are a professional member, and you can be in this label of a member. You can be a young professional, or you can be a professional member, or you can be a senior fellow or life member. In order to be a senior member, you need to be postulated by another professional, or you can postulate yourself to be a senior member. You need to comply with a set of requirements. One of them is to have 10 years being a professional, or if you have a master's degree or doctorate degree, you can have less time, but you have to show that you have a professional level of excellence, say in some way, in order to be, a senior member. Fellow and yeah, it's one of the greatest honors of IEEE, because it says that you have actually achieved at the top of the level of in the profession. And that's something that we are also working very hard in order to have more fellows, for instance, in Region 9. And well, in order to be life member, you need to have like 100 years, and it's adding your age plus the amount of years that you have been an IEEE member, and it needs to have this. It need to add up that number, and it has its benefits as well. And as I said, we are always doing activities with members and for the members. So IEEE PS tries to provide tools for the volunteers in order to give them their ability to have resources, as I could say, to provide the best type of activities, as let's say talks, tutorials, provide everything they need to develop these conferences, to go outside and have go to different places. So yeah, so IEEE also works hard on that, and also it have several programs. You know, also to help the volunteer to gather funds in order to develop the activities, and also it provides with the networking necessary in order to provide them with the names or list of members that can help them with their activities. In that aspect, we have a distinguished lecture program that had a list of great professionals that are experts in different topics in the power and energy society, and they also have to go through a process to be part of the distinguished lecture program. But then yearly you can ask for uh, to have a distinguished lecturer come to your country, organizing it with different other countries, and develop, you know, great activities with them. Also, we have the mentorship program where, like this, we can have sessions with senior professionals and young professionals, so that we can, as the name says, mentor them through the path of the profession. And IEEE also have a scholarship program that has been developed for some countries and also globally. So I encourage you to go and look into these programs. I'm not sure if our next the next talks are gonna talk a little bit more about this, but they have been of great success, and has helped a lot of students to advance their studies with these initiatives. And well, furthermore, we have the publications. This is also very important for IEEE. Here I just brought one example. This is a cover for the PES magazine, but as this, we also have the transactions. We have open access transactions, and all this information, you can find it in the IEEE Explore, which is a platform that IEEE has in order to publish all the informations. And also, if you are PS member, you will receive every month an email with the latest issue of the Power and Energy magazine, which we also have it in Spanish. And that's work that we have been doing, and we hope to keep doing it, because we believe the Power and Energy magazine per se is a resource of very important in our profession. Also, we have the education aspect of IEEE. It's important. We have the PS University, but we also have a different type of tutorials and series that you can find in the uh, PS Resource Center. This is the place that you can find information and videos from recordings from conferences, from, I mean, all the information that you will require, white papers, tutorial, technical papers. You can find them here. Some are free for the PS members, some are not, but they are as a very cost effective um, price, and I think that's important also to say, because in IEEE and PS, what we look is to provide information, to provide these insights to our members and to the profession itself. And another aspect of very importance of IEEE PS is the technical activities, and this is done by the Technical Council, which also is divided in committees as well, and they also work very hard on developing the standards and developing technical reports and white papers, and those standards then are published and sold by the IEEE Standard Association, and that's another huge aspect of IEEE because having standards, it's very important for the professions, and this is developed by the industry. So here we find, how IEEE works not only with academia, but it also requires the industry, the government, the entire profession works together in IEEE in order to develop new information, in order to, always being in the state of the art of the profession. And I cannot emphasize that more because it's like that. And but not all is work. We also has the awards, and it's important to recognize the work of the professionals that are members of IEEE, and we do it with the societal awards that recognize, for example, the fellows, recognize the people that are exemplary in different areas of the power and energy profession. We also have the field award, that is a technical award related to PES. We have the technical council award, and also we have the chapter awards that are, a resource that is presented and chosen by every single chapter, and recognize the professional work or the volunteerism as well of their members in their chapter. And we believe this is very important in order to recognize their work, recognize their volunteerism, yes, but it's also important to engage them, keep them being part of IEEE and PES. And well, just a little bit, I wanted to talk about the team that we have in Region 9. We have a diverse team. We have a young team that works really hard in order to develop and maintaining engaged the membership here in the Region 9. This is a professional. We also have the great support from Amanda and from Emilio from the young professional and student side. Without them, we could not have, the vibrant and the amount and the set of activities that we have developed in Region 9 during the last couple of years. And I'm really, really proud of the work that they have been done. The student and young professionals are the heart of IEEE. I'm sure of this, and we need to keep you guys engaged, keep you guys feel an important part of IEEE because you are. And in Region 9 we work together, students with the professionals, because this is just the way that it should be. And here is just one picture, just to commemorate the IEEE PES Day that it was during this last week. And we have activities also from the affinity groups as Women in Power, and you guys develop great activities during this week. It has been amazing. And these are just a couple of numbers that Tiago gave me at the beginning of this year, how we ranked as a region in comparison with the PS entire membership growth, around nearly 9.5% in growth in our membership, and 15% in our student and graduate student membership. For sure, these numbers have changed in these past 4 months, but it was at the end of the last year, and we are very happy about this. And we have a plan. We need to, keep the work that we have done, and for sure we will have great news at the end of this year. And thank you. So I will stop sharing. I don't know if there's a question, and I'm open to questions. I don't know if I talk more of what I was supposed to. Well, I don't hear any question, so I give the floor to Moira.
Was amazing. Thank you so much, Guadalupe. I love it, the presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really.
Thank you, Tiago, for inviting me. Always a pleasure.
Hello everyone. I'm gonna share my screen, okay? I hope you can tell me when you start to see my presentation. Just a few seconds. Is visible?
Yes, we can see it, Moira.
Okay, thanks. So, well, I'm here representing Professor Kleber Freire, who is our advisor at Federal University of Bahia PES. He couldn't be here today, so he was invited to do this presentation, and I'm gonna do it for him, okay? So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about the successful trajectory of IEEE PES at Federal University of Bahia. We have a lot of support of our advisor and also from other different professors. And I'm gonna tell a little bit about the whole path and history of our chapter. Just to talk a little bit about me, I'm a PS and IEEE member since 2020. I have been chair of the IEEE PS at Federal University of Bahia, and nowadays I'm the IEEE PS Region 9 SYP Vice Chair. Okay. Well, to start, where our chapter started their history. So, Federal University of Bahia PS was founded in 2017. I wasn't there, but I know we have photos, we have a lot of documents, and our first chair was Marcos Vinicius. He was a student of electrical engineering in our university, and he decided to open this chapter with other friends, and to do this, they needed an advisor, and only one professor agreed to be the advisor of PS. And he had already had the membership. He was an IEEE senior member, but he wasn't like very active in IEEE itself. He also had the membership like to publish articles and everything. So until 2020, we had advisor, but he only signed the things. He didn't participate, he didn't join us in our meetings and events. So this is some activities that they held in 2017. So we had a small group of volunteers, and well, in 2018 we changed our chair, but we keep it the same advisor. And we start to do a little bit more activities and interact with other student-run chapters in Brazil. For example, this activity, another IEEE PS chapter from Universidade Federal do Recôncavo da Bahia, they join us here in Salvador to do to watch a lecture of some different electrical engineers from Brazil. In 2019, the chapter started to change. We started to have more help from other professors. For example, here we have Professor Renato. He is not an IEEE member, but he loves IEEE. I don't know why he didn't do his membership yet, but well, he always supported us since 2019. And well, in 2019 and 2020, the chair of our chapter was Mateus Gomes, who is now the revival chair of PES SYP in Region 9. So here we have other activities, some technical visits, some electrical machines training. And in 2020, we had a lot of technical visits. So we went to a substation, we went to the another electrical generation industry, and we had lectures and everything. Here you can see that our logo wasn't like updated, but in that day we didn't quite have the guidelines of IEEE, so we just did this logo that is not good, but now we have a good one. You will see. So in 2020, we changed our logo for the when the IEEE launched the first branding guidelines. So we changed it for the first time. And we started to have a tradition that you're gonna see that we made it through the years until today. That is a pizza party that we held each end of year to celebrate the graduated students and also the results of the chapter each year. And we also have here, he's not in the photo, but we also had the participation of professors in our university. So in 2020, like everything changed because of the pandemic. So we started to do some activities online. And in the end of 2020, Professor Kleber, he became the advisor of IEEE PES at Federal University of Bahia. This is like a key change for us because we started to have a support that we needed to improve our activities, improve our numbers, improve the participation of other professors, and keep closer to the industry. And well, we had more support with him. So in 2020, we changed our activities for online stuff. We did some designs for hats for kids, and well, it was also the same year that we had the first award of our chapter. When Matheus Pereira won the honorable mention of the IEEE PES Outstanding Chapter Volunteer Award. And one thing that I would like to mention is that he couldn't do this if Professor Kleber didn't have signed a letter of recommendation. So in all of our steps, he was there to support us. Well, in 2021, we keep changing, but for good, of course. Professor Kleber is still our advisor, and I became the chair from 2021 and 2022. I was the first woman who became chair of the IEEE PES at Federal University of Bahia, and were transitioning from the online activities to the in-person activities back because of the end of the pandemic. So you can see here we all with masks in our room, and well, we still had some health issues that we need to look at, so we need to use masks in our activities, but we went great. So we started to do more events, in-person events. We have other technical visitors in a substation. We rebuilt our room. So this was a very special year for us. You can see here, we were at one of the major events of electrical engineer in Brazil is the SINASE. It's called Circuito Nacional do Setor Elétrico, where a lot of industry and companies, they go to this event to show their products and also to find some interns for their companies. So we were there with the presence of Professor Kleber. And one thing that I like to mention in this event is that because of his indication, he's assigned one of our volunteers, and he got like an internship because of Professor Kleber in this event. So we totally have his support in everything we have done since 2020. Here we have another photo. This is Professor Kleber. We also have Professor Renato here. He's still helping us. And in 2021, we had our first winner of the IEEE PES Outstanding Chapter Volunteer Award. In 2022, we had another winner and also an honorable mention. So this shows how much efforts our volunteers were putting in the activities and at PS. One thing that I like to mention is that Professor Kleber also signed letter of recommendation to all of these winners, so we had always have the support of him. In 2022, we had one of our biggest accomplishments. We won the exemplary technical chapter in Brazil. We had the first place for the first time. And we also won the third place at the IEEE Regional Exemplary Student Technical Chapter Award. So this was like how we realized that we were doing a great job, and especially how we could see that the presence of an advisor was like boosting our activities and our awards and everything that we have done in PS. So in 2023, we changed our chair. It was Vinicius Dias. And Professor Kleber, he's still our advisor in 2023, and we had all different awards there. We participated in the national meeting of IEEE in Brazil. We had we have been in the PES meeting there, so we could share a lot of things that we have been done and everything. So it was really nice. We also had the first scholarship for the PS leaders training. So it was the first time that one of our members got out of Brazil to do something related to IEEE and related to the PS. So I had the opportunity to go to Cartagena in Colombia to participate in the student branch leaders training. One thing that is good to show you guys that he is Mateus, our third chair of our student branch chapter, and this one here is Felipe. He was the second chair of our student branch chapter, and he's Professor Kleber. In 2023, they graduated in electrical engineer at Federal University of Bahia, and Professor Kleber was there like to support them in their graduation. So it was a very special moment because our first chairs were like graduating, and he was there because he was there during all the major events of their undergrad students. So it was a very special moment for all of them. Well, in 2024, we kept our activities. We participated in the national meeting again, but now in Natal, Rio Grande do Norte. Here is Professor Kleber. He went to the meeting. He also went to the PS meeting, in the national meeting. And then we received for the second time, the scholarship to attend for the PS leaders training. And this time, Márcio, that was the chair in 2024, he went to Mexico in Iztapa to have this training. Here you can see Amanda, I think this is Thiago, and well, it was an amazing experience. And he became and like talk to everyone how it was, and it started to spread the PS word to all the university. Still in 2024, we still had Kleber as an advisor and Márcio as our chair, and we held a lot of activities. But this was the first year where we started to realize that our chapter was gaining another step on the stair of PS. Like, we were winning a lot of awards, we were being recognized in a lot of different spheres of IEEE. So we won the second place at the exemplary technical chapter of Region 9. Mateus won the exemplary volunteer for Northeast Brazil section. he also won the Exemplary Volunteer of Brazil Council. And we have one of our professors who helped our student branch chapter winning the PES Outstanding Engineer Award. So he was the first professor at UFBA, at Federal University of Bahia, to win this award, and it was last year. So we keep winning things and participating in activities. We held a lot of different activities last year. We participated in the student branch regional meeting, the national meeting. But one thing that I would like to highlight here is that Mateus won the IEEE PES Outstanding Student Scholarship. He is like one of our biggest success case because he started as an undergrad student in PES at Federal University of Bahia. He became the chair for 2 years. Then he became our treasurer. And then in his master degree, he won this scholarship. So this is an amazing thing that we have in our chapter, that we can start as undergrad, we can graduate it, become a PES YP, young professional, and well, keeping doing activities and keeping participating at the chapter. And well, this is one of our biggest achievements. It's not only from Mateus, it's from the whole chapter. Everyone was very amazed by this award, and was the first time that we got something like this. So well, in 2025, we keep doing a lot of activities. Here you can see some photos that Guadalupe also shared of our PES celebrations. We also have here Mateus and Márcio, our chair at IBEM. It's an international Brazil energy meeting where we had here in Salvador, Bahia, and all of biggest personalities in the electrical sector was here to change ideas about the industry. And we keep with Márcio as our chair. And well, we are still doing a lot of events and a lot of activities. But one thing that I would like to mention about 2025 is that in March, during the sectional meeting of Northeast Brazil section, we had the first award assigned for Professor Kleber. You know, he's supporting us since 2020, and we decided to submit his name for this award in secret, so he didn't know. He only knew when he got the award. So he won the IEEE PES Outstanding Engineer Award. Mostly because of all the things that he have done to our chapter and the work that he's building in IEEE. So he was the winner of this award this year. Well, but I cannot mention only Professor Kleber, because we have a lot of other professors that support our chapter, and this is very important. Why? Because they have the contacts with the industry, they know how to support us, they know what to do for us to become better engineers in the future. They are seniors, so it's good to have their help to do our activities, our reports, our award submissions, and everything else. So we have here Professor Fernando, Professor Kleber, Professor Renato Pino, and Professor Daniel Barbosa. They are the 4 main professors who help IEEE PES UFBA come from nothing in 2017 to one of the best chapters in our region in 2025. Well, this is timeline of our awards and also some milestones. Most of them I mentioned during the presentation, but one thing that it's good to notice is that our improvement in the high performance student branch chapter program submission. So we used to kind of rank the student branch chapters, and we came like from the 14th place to the second place. And last year is I think is the biggest, one of the biggest achievements of the chapter, that in the list of the scores of the high performance, we got the second highest score in the world. So this is kind of a big change for our chapter, because we did a very good work and we were recognized for it. One other thing that we made last year that is like unreal for UFBA is that we won the first Daryl Chung Award from the MGA. So IEEE UFBA student branch was founded in 1983. So the student branch has something around 41 or 42 years, and we have never won a Daryl Chung, but we won it with PES leaders training in Salvador. It was supported by our professors, and it was an activity that we made inspired in the PES leader training from Region 9. So we get together all the student branch chapters in Salvador, Bahia, and we gave the same training that we received in Colombia, also in Mexico for them. And this activity won the Daryl Chung bronze medal. Well, in 2025, we already have some results, but I think we have many achievements that are yet to come. And well, that's what I have prepared for today. I hope this path of the IEEE Federal University of Bahia can inspire you to start to work a little bit closer to your student branch chapter. And if you need any help on how to do it, don't hesitate in look for the PES Region 9, the PES Student and Young Professional, and also Professor Kleber, who is a reference as advisor in Region 9. So that's it, guys. Thanks. I don't know if you have any questions, any comments. Okay, so Thiago Nobre, I give you the word to call the next presenter.
Yeah. Before it, we can take a picture.
Okay, so if someone can open the camera so we
Yeah.
can take a picture. Let's go, guys.
Gonna be really quickly. So Santiago, can you take it?
Yes, I'm going to.
Okay.
You can make me the countdown, please.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I've got it. Thank you, everyone.
So everyone has there is anyone that have a question to do to Moira? No? I love it, the presentation, Moira. Your chapter, it's amazing. So the reference to all the Brazil Council and all the AR9. So thank you so much. And Professor Kleber, it's a reference to all the councils and all the advisors from PES R9. Now we're gonna have a presentation from Thiago Alencar. Thiago Alencar, can you hear me?
Yes.
So, Tiago, thank you so much for being here today. You're amazing. You're a reference to all of us. So, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for the invitation. Congratulations to organizing these very amazing events. I'm very proud to see this first the IEEE PES Student Training and Professional Advisor and Training. This is very important tool to improve PES activities in Region 9 and across the globe. Let me share my screen with you. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So my name is Thiago Lencar. I'm from Brazil, and I'm here to make this presentation to you about some suggestions and some advisors suggestions to improve your PES activities. A little bit about myself. I'm PES and IEEE volunteer in the last 16 years, and I have dedicated half of my life, the last 17 years, in energy and artificial intelligence, since my undergraduate to my master and PhD degree, and also my MBA. Almost all the activities that I have done in academic, in the industry, and as IEEE volunteer was focused on energy sector. And I'm very proud to be PES volunteers together with you. And I'm very happy to say that PES changed my life, inspired by amazing advisors and mentors that I had the opportunity to have contact since my first years in the university until now. And I hope that you can enjoy this presentation too. A little bit about Region 9. As Guadalupe said, we have a team that are driving professional activities here in Region 9 for these years. We have Guadalupe, Dulce, Monica, Amanda, Kathleen, Job, Acosta, Luis Felipe Gaitan, and myself. Each one of these volunteers represents a different part of Latin America to support all activities that are organizing in this part of Latin America. For example, myself, I'm supporting all PES activity here in Brazil Council with student, professional, young professional, women power, and everything that you'd like to organize. I invite you to contact the specific person that represent your country to support you too. I'll talk a little bit about PES student chapters. Only to have one idea, we have PES student chapters in all these green countries that you are seeing on the map. So we are part of a very important and powerful society as part of the IEEE, that is PES. And we have more than 500 PES student chapters across the globe. So each countries that we are seeing here on the map are different universities that I invite you to think about as opportunity to make collaboration, make partnership, to expand your activities in academic and in the industry fields, and also in education, because the problems that you are seeing maybe in one part of the world can be the same problem that you saw in another part of the world. And we are part of this amazing society. And I will show to you some of the examples how you can collaborate and solve the problems together to make a better world as professionals. One of the initiatives that is starting in 2014 was the PES network without borders. Before that, most of the activity that was organized in the PES student chapter and professional chapter was focused on local level. But since the first PES Global Student Congress that was organized in Ankara, Turkey, we started this initiative to inspire the PES student chapters and professional chapters to collaborate and transform maybe some idea, some project that was implementing one part of the world and escalate to another part of the world based on collaboration with Without Borders with PES. And what was the motivation of the PES network with Without Borders? Was the difficulty of managing IEEE activities in section with larger territory. For example, we have some sections here in Latin America with a very large territory that maybe is difficult to organize events to make impact across all the sections. And what's the goals of this initiative? Connect members to create interdisciplinary projects in energy field together since 2014. What is important to you know as an advisor? PES is a society that focuses on energy and not only in the power. And when you talk about energy field, we are talking about interdisciplinary field to solve global problems like climate change that we have nowadays. And to solve these kind of problems, we need professionals from different backgrounds. So PES is not only for electrical engineers. PES is for all professionals from chemical, from math, from computer, from, for example, in my case, my undergraduate was in aerospace engineer, but I focus my career in energy sector. What's important to understand as advisor? That you can attract and mentor members from the university, not only from electrical fields, but from different careers that people that wish to work in the energy sector. This is very important because when you think in this way, we expand the impact and the potential of membership growth that you have in your university. The second goal is to connect PES student chapters, PES professional chapters, women in power, and young professionals in semi-collaborative project. I'll show to you in the next slide a few examples what was done under the PES network Without Borders in the past few years. And advances. Prepare students to become a good engineers in an international environment. This is very important because, as I mentioned before, we are part of a global community with PES. But the skills that you will develop in Latin America can be a good solution, not only in Latin America, not only in your country, but the engineers can help in the growth of different companies across the globe. So this increase the job opportunity to the engineers that today students that will become the future leaders of energy sector in next few years. And the members prepare students to become active young professional. As I mentioned, you are advisor of PES student chapters. Nowadays, the volunteers that work with you, most of them are students. But in a few years, they will graduate and they will become a young professional. And they will choose if they will work in the academic with a master, PhD, and become a professor, or if they will follow the academic, the industrial field, and become engineer in one of the companies in our country, or they will become a future energy entrepreneur and maybe open their own startup to solve the problems that you are facing nowadays across the globe. But what's important we'll know? Okay, maybe you can have a good idea to implement in your university with your PES student chapter. You can provide a suggestion for your mentees in the university, but it's necessary funding to implement these projects, hands-on activities or events. And PES have different research to support you with fundings. One of the examples is the PES Member Drive Initiative. This is a funding that PES make a call in different periods of the year and providing funding opportunity up to $2,000 for PS members that would like to implement any kind of a project or events. For example, we had in April the PS Day, and we had a special call for PS Day activity that was organized by ambassadors and PS chapters across the globe. So PS made that call and provided funding for volunteers that would like to organize PS Day events. But as I mentioned to you, this call have different deadlines across the year. For example, the next deadline will be in May 15, and we open in May 15 and you close in June 15. And the second cycle will be open in August 1 and you finish in the end of August. Okay, so it's very important to you take a look in this deadline to guide your students to apply for this funding opportunity. Another funding opportunity that you have in the PES is the High Performance Student Branch Chapter Program. This program was made by PES to recognize the activity chapter that organize events every year. So what PES asks to you as advisor is to guide your PES student chapter leaders to submit the annual report together with the PES High Performance Student Chapter Program report by the end of the year. Normally, the report was organized and submitted between January and March of every year. So you have this window period to submit your annual report. And based on the quality and number of activities that you have done, you can receive funding to organize more events in the next year. Okay. Only to have one idea, in the last year, we had 41 universities that submit PS annual reports and PS High Performance Student Branch Chapter report in Latin America and Caribbean. Okay. And another part that is important you know and guide your student chapter leaders is opportunities about PS student chapters and professional chapters collaboration. As Moira mentioned in his presentation, was very interesting to see the collaboration between the PS Northwest Brazil chapter, professional chapter, together with PS UFBA PS student chapter. And this kind of collaboration can increase the impact and the number of activities that you can organize under your university too. Because this professional chapter, they are technical reference in the professional side under your section. So I invite you to take a look in the professional chapter as a main collaboration to you as an advisor to make a partnership and organize technical events in your university. Because this professional chapter, they have the opportunity to invite, for example, as Guadalupe mentioned in their presentation, they can invite the energy reference speakers from different parts of the world to travel, for example, from China, from US, to your city to make a presentation based on PS Distinguished Lecturer Program. Only professional chapter can make this invitation. So they are very important reference to you as advisor and your PS student chapter to take contact under your section. Okay. And another point is it's important to take a look about example of a PS student chapter activity to you as advisor, take some ideas to provide a suggestion to your PS student chapter. I will provide you some suggestions. Here you have 17 different suggestions to you about categories, how you can expand and increase your activities. One of them is technical activities, where you can organize, for example, workshops, trainings, and some tutorials based on energy and power sector, and you can make, for example, partnership with companies, local companies from your city, and with the PS professional chapter to organize a very huge event together with your university. Another kind of events that you can organize can be tours and technical visits. This is very important too, and this kind of activity help a lot to increase the PS membership in most of the universities that we have in the world. So this is very interesting kind of activity to you organize. Also, membership growth activity. What is very interesting, you know, most of the activities that was organized by PS student chapter, they are free, totally free. But what is important to you as advisor, provide suggestion to your PS student chapter. Okay, this kind of activity can be totally free for PS members. But if they ask, for example, $10 or 10 monetary money from your country to attend in one event, in one, for example, technical visit, and provide a discount to PS members and more discount for ITP members, this can motivate more people to join in the PS, in the IEEE, and also grow your activities under the university. This can be considered as retention activity too, because we are recognizing membership and we are recognizing the values of to become IEEE and PS member. Another point is membership elevation. It's very important to you provide a suggestion to more undergraduate students keep their membership when they move for postgraduate or they become young professional. Okay? Membership recognition activities, as I mentioned to you, based on different fees to technical activities attendance. Activities to recognize PS volunteers. This is very important kind of activity engaging and expands the membership in your chapter and university too. One of the most activities that I saw to recognize volunteers, some chapters, they choose one volunteer to recognize as the best volunteer of the month or of the year, and they post on social media to recognize this kind of volunteers. PS STEP, Student Transition and Elevation Partnership, also inspire a lot of new members to realize how IEEE and PS membership and activity that you have organized under your university can help them to make the transition to becoming young professional more easily based on their soft skills and technical skills that they can get as PS and IEEE volunteer. Women Power activities focus on how women can become leaders in the energy sector, also is very interesting. PS humanitarian activities is another key kind of activities that was organized based on 17 Sustainable Development Goals. PS pre-university activity also is another very interesting activity that inspire a lot of young students in the university, most of the time first and second year students, to realize that they can make impact independent of the level of knowledge that they have in the university in this time, because they leave the high school few months or few years ago to join the university. So they are more contact. They had more contact to inspire this new pre-university student to follow their step and become a future engineer. engaging with the official PES programs like PES Day, PES Women Power Day, as I showed to you next slide. Submit articles to emails that we have in PES and IEEE, and interaction with another unit, with your section, with Women in Power, and with young professional in your section. Organize education activities and organize conference activities too. Okay, so in this slide, you can have a full overview about different ways to increase your PES activities and guide your student chapters as advisor. And I don't know if you heard talk about PES Day. This is one of the most famous PES activity that you have. And this activity was starting in 2018. And what was interesting that this activity was made under the PES network without borders. Members from different parts of the world, student, young professional, and women in power leaders, they made a brainstorm and submit a proposal to start the PES Day. So this was an initiative that was inspired and driven by young professional and students from different parts of the world. And the PES Day celebrates the change of the name of PES that was made in April 22, and how you celebrate the PES Day. We celebrate since 2018 with very big celebration across the globe, with cakes that you celebrate to the name change of PES. And as you can see here on the map, we have PES Day events in different parts of the world, but also we organize industrial and laboratory visits, hands-on workshops, panel discussion, symposiums, contests and hackathon, mentor and mentee programs, tree plantation drives by PES volunteers, and project showcasing, and also PES pre-university activities with PES has for kids. And how you can get involved with this kind of PES Day activities. You as advisor can inspire your PES student chapter leaders to apply to become ambassadors in the PES Day. This is very important to then increase the network and increase the PES activities under your mentorship too. Only to have one idea, this was some of the examples that activities that was organized in the PES Day in this month: webinars, student contests, workshops. This was some PES tree plantation activities that was organized in Brazil. The same pictures that Guadalupe and Moira shared in their presentation. Women in power activities and smart grid activities too. Only to have an idea, these are some pictures of a tree plantation campaign that you organized. This was the first PES tree plantation campaign that was organized across the globe, and we had new trees planted by PES leaders in Latin America, Africa, Asia, and different parts of the world too. It was very inspiring to see this kind of activities, and so how the young leaders are driving sustainable projects like that. Another activity that we had a few years ago was the PES Zero Hunger Day. This is a very interesting kind of activity that you can inspire your PES student chapter leaders to organize it too. And what was the focus of this activity? We guide PES leaders, student and professional leaders to organize a technical activity and ask as registration fee 1 kilogram of food as a registration fee, not money, but food as a registration fee. Based on that, the PES Zero Hunger Day ambassadors organized hundreds of events and collect thousands of kilograms of foods and make food donation across the globe. These are some examples of food donation that was organized here in Region 9, and was very interesting social activities organized by PS student chapters. This is very interesting activity that you can guide your PS student chapters to organize too. I saw that PS student chapter leaders like a lot to organize and see how the technical activity that is organized can make social impact too, based on food donation. And also we have the PS Women Power Day that is organized in September month. The first PS Women Power Day was organized in 2018. And here you can see some pictures of Women Power Day that we had here in Latin America too. Okay? So this is very interesting activity to you guide your personal chapter to organize in September month too. It's very interesting to promote diversity, equity, diverse and equality under PS Women Power Day activities too. And when you talk about PS pre-universal activity, we have the PS Has for Kids, Renewable Energy in School for Kids. This was another activity that was implemented by a collaboration between PS student and professional leaders under the PS Network Youth Without Borders. And the proposal of these activities is to each PS chapter, PS student chapter, can submit new drawings, and we are making a coloring book. This was some design that was submitted by PS student chapter from different parts of the world. And what's interesting, because this kind of drawing that maybe can be made by your chapter have the logo of the chapter. So when we provide this kind of design, for example, the design that was made by your chapter maybe can be applied in China, in US, in Africa, and you can escalate and promote the visibility of your chapter globally under the PS Network Without Borders. Some pictures of events that was organized in Kenya with PS Has for Kids, Argentina, Peru, Brazil, India, and Sri Lanka. So it's very interesting events to inspire new students to follow energy sector too. And when you talk about conference, we have a different PS regional conference. And what's interesting, you know, as an advisor is to you know that PS also provides some travel or registration fee support to PS regional conference in Region 9. So PS student and graduate student members can attend every year in Region 8, 9, or 10, depending on the region that you are part of. So you are part of Region 9, so you can attend Region 9 conference with a travel or registration fee, depending on the year. Support. Some examples of a conference that PS student chapters and PS student attends with travel support was in Gramado, Brazil, PSSGT, where we organize very interesting hands-on activity together with Liter of Light NGO, where the student build some light tools that was installed in community without light. In 2018, TND in Peru, 17 in Ecuador, 15 in Uruguay, 14 in Colombia, 13 in São Paulo, Brazil. So for this year, the PS regional conference will be organized in Paraná. So take a look in the call for conference support in the next few months, because this is very important to your chapter. PS student conference programs, not only in Region 9, but in the US and another part of the world you have. And what's important to you as advisor, realize that the fee of membership for PS is only, for students is only $1. And what kind of support you provide for a student? For example, in PS conference regional subsidies, student poster contest, student housing support, student-centric event, job fair, regional congress supporting, for example, PES TNG Latin America and ESGT Latin America. In TNG, every year we have more than 200 students with hotel support that attends in the PES TNG. In general meeting, we have more than 700 students that attend in the TNG, also in US. Also, we have some conferences, for example, North America Power Symposium that PES provides support, registration support to this conference. So what's interesting, if you have one student and this student submit papers for one of these conferences, they can get registration fee support to make the presentation in the event too. For example, in the TNG, we had more than 44 poster presentation. We have in the TNG every 2 years the job fair, career advisors, industry and faculty panel session. Also, we received the student submission with more than 200 poster presentation. We provide more than 300 student housing program support with hotel and registration fee support. We have a PSEN professional panel session and reception and network events for PS students. As I mentioned to you, what kind of support PS provide for students attending these events in the US? Between 3 and 5 for night, depends of the conference. 2 or 3 students per room. Normally they divide their rooms. Support from foundation to attending in NAPSI. Application to student application with formal request and advisor recommendation for activities. And the posters are reviewed by volunteers like yourself. And also we prioritize students that have leadership position in the PS, like attends in the PS student chapter, or students that are in undergraduate, master, and PhD degrees in energy sector, or that they are submitting poster conference. What's interesting, the first time that I joined PES, and the first time that I attended one PS conference was based on this kind of support, where I published my paper as undergraduate student in my scientific research as undergraduate. And this helped me to join later in the master degree in energy too. So we had many activities, as I mentioned, job fair, career advisor. This is kind of review process that we have for the poster contest. And by the end, the student can be student from Latin America, Asia, Europe. They are we receive students from different parts of the world. They receive a plaque and prize based on their poster presentation. This is an amazing international opportunity for students, and I hope that you can have more students from Region 9 in this kind of opportunity. And by the end, also we have PS scholarship programs. This is a very interesting program that you as an advisor can guide your postgraduate student to know about ways for them get a scholarship. So we had 60 program of scholarship in the PS, and this first one is the PS Outstanding Student Scholarship. Is a global program, so all students from different parts of the world can attend. What's necessary? Only you have one student branch in your university to apply for this scholarship. And we have more than 3,000 universities with student branches across the globe. And this scholarship recognizes PS graduate student members from around the world who have chosen academic path in electrical power or energy engineer career. So if the students are in the master degree, they can apply. They need to have a research in energy or power sector. And recipients are chosen based on academic achievements and contribution to meeting community and humanitarian needs, like you organize PS activities in the PS student chapter. And what's very important, leadership in advanced student engagement with PS. So the student can be one of the most brilliant people in the world, but if they never work with PS before, they will not receive this scholarship. So PS recognize the future leaders of society. So what is very important to you as an advisor know? To guide the students from your university, if they would like to apply to get this scholarship, they must be a PS student leader before. Eligibility. They need to be a PS graduate student member. They need to be a student in one Master of Science degree in electrical engineer or equivalent fields in electrical power engineer. What's important? Maybe you have a student branch, for example, or LPS student chapter in Colombia. But if your student would like to apply to study, for example, in the US, they can apply and get this scholarship as international student. Must be attending the university with activity student grants, as I mentioned before, and commit with power and energy career activity. And what's the value of the scholarship? $10,000. This is the scholarship direct for student. And PS wish to provide up to 20 scholarship per year. Okay? And each recipient also receive housing support to attend in the regional conference, KNG or ESGT, in the case of Latin America. So they receive the travel support to present papers and $10,000 for support their student too. This was one example of a plaque that was received by Luis Felipe Gaitan from Colombia in 2021. And these are some of the conferences that the student can attend based on their region. So remember to guide your student that you have every year discount, and the deadline is the end of January. Okay, this is an amazing opportunity. But if the student in your university would like to apply, they need to make the correct choice today. Work together with you under your mentorship, become a PS member, join the PS student chapter, and support the people around your city and guide the future leaders so they can receive the scholarship too in any part of the world that they wish. If they support people around them, PS you support them with scholarship too. This is some example of students that received the scholarship from Region 8, Malaysia, from India, from China, and from Brazil. Mateus Gomes from UFBA, as the same example that Moira mentioned in the slide in the last year. So thank you. I hope that you enjoy, and I hope that you can take some suggestions to guide your student to increase their activities and make a better life for everyone, inspired by this amazing community that you are part of with IEEE and PS. Thank you. If you have any question, you can ask me. I believe you don't have a question. If you would like to keep for the next presentation. Thank you.
Excellent presentation, Tiago.
Thank you, Thiago.
Honey, can you present about the PES mentoring program? Oh,
Yes, sure. Hi, everyone. First of all, I want to thank the R9 SYP committee for giving me the opportunity to present about the Global Mentoring Initiative. I will share my screen, so please let me know if you could see it. Are my screen visible now?
yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So hi again, I'm Hanina Johani, the chair for the IEEE PES SYP Global Mentoring Initiative. So I don't want to take a lot of your time. I think we already passed the time for today, but just a few remarks regarding the initiative. So I'm truly excited today to present about this initiative because it's not only about mentoring, it's promises to a new perspective about how to build connection, share knowledge, and also advance career within our community. So our team worked hard to achieve only one goal, simple yet powerful, to make mentorship more productive and easy to manage, which will help to keep lasting outcomes for both sides, the mentors and the mentees. So how the mentoring initiative will work, first of all, both mentors and mentees will be matched in regards to their professional interests, regional preferences, and any other relevant data. So this will help to be for the mentorship to be more personalized for their interests. We are introducing also a more user-friendly platform, which will help to streamline all the process, scheduling meetings, communication, and progress tracking as well. Also, we will provide a template for the mentors and mentees pairs to have a clear timeline and set milestones to ensure that they're still proactive and motivated to continue with the initiative. And also with the automated monitoring for the meeting hours, we are trying to check their progress as well and to be sure that they're not overwhelmed with the meetings hours. And also we'll have monthly meetings with the pairs to review their progress, share their feedbacks, and if they have any challenges during the initiative, they could also discuss it during the meeting, and we will try to resolve any questions as well. So all of this will help us to celebrate excellence and hard work, as outstanding mentor and mentees pairs will be recognized during our closing ceremony and will be highlighted in all our social media platforms. So this opportunity is not about growth only, but also to shine. So don't miss out on this opportunity. And this is not all. Also, we'll have 10 members ambassadors for your help. Whenever you have any question, any queries, any problem, or you need help to achieve your goals from this mentoring, you could reach out to them at any time, and they will be happy to help you. And for this mentorship, it will be not only for technical, also non-technical interest. So with the data-driven matching, we are confident that you will be matched with your mentor or mentees specifically as your interest. And also the most important part, we are trying to bring the distinguished lecture program also to be to participate as mentors in the initiative, which will be another layer supporting the initiative. The most important thing also, which will be the announcement date, it will be in May, which is around the corner. We will have 2 awareness sessions, and the initiative will last at least 4 months. So to keep updated, please join our community. You could scan the QR code, and I will share the link as well in the chat box if you couldn't scan the QR code. So don't miss out the outcomes, which may include also publication, networking, and higher studies. So at the end, this opportunity is not only about mentoring and milestones, not meetings only. It's also about building a bridges between experience and ambition. So as my colleagues earlier said, that advisors have the experience that students and younger professionals need. So we will be happy to have you on board with us and join our mentoring initiative to have a more to have a better community and to make this mentor initiative more transformation. Thank you again. And please, if you have any question, reach out to me. I will share also my email on the chat box. I don't want to take a lot of your time. We will discuss more all the details, and you could meet our team as well in the awareness session that we will announce the dates on our community as well. So see you there. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. Does anyone has any question? Emilio, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
I think we can finish, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, if you have any question, also you can put it on the chat box, or you can send an email at the emails that we have sent you from the same recipient. It's okay. Also, remember, we're gonna upload all the training to our social media, and I'm checking if we can put it in the leadership platform from IEEE. So the resource is there for everyone, so they can have access freely and in any time. But it was great. It was great for everyone to have you here. So maybe, Thiago, if you think it's okay, we can take a picture, the last picture of this training. So if you can help us with your camera, it will be really nice. So we can take the last picture and we can just publish everything in our social media. And you know, you are making history, remember, because you are in the first advisors training. So thank you for all being here. Okay, whenever you're ready, Santiago, can you help me? Okay, let's go.
Again.
3. You count. You made the countdown.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
That's great. Thank you.
And it's
Big
done.
applause for everyone here.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you
It was
everyone
nice to
for
see.
being here.
Thank you. Congratulations. Amazing event.
Thank you.
Next Saturday.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you.
Bye guys, see you next Saturday.